Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I think we're on the same one. And give me a second. I'm just making sure I have this set up. Ooh. Yay, we're back. The magic of power. Who knew we needed it so much, right? What a way to kick off a Monday night, right? Joe said, Lord forbid, with this wind we're having up here, if it goes off again, please hang tight. He's going to try to bring us back again. So, anyway, welcome to tonight's live. Today is April 27th, 2026, and it's 7:05 p.m. tonight when we get to go live. And welcome, everyone. We greatly appreciate each and every one of you for coming. So let me slip into the chat real quick, and I'll welcome everyone. I'm not going to read everyone's chatter because I've been reading it here on the back end, and I'm sure you guys have too. Michelle Crafton-Moore, hello, sweetie. Day, hello. New York Beauty's in the house. Hello, hello. Patricia Arbuckle, hello, sweetie, and thank you for coming. Donnell's in the house. Let me see. I missed this one. Michelle Arbuckle won a machine. And it just came today. Congratulations on that. Skimming. Crystal, hello. How's everyone doing tonight? She said. Just skimming. Sylvia, hello, sweetie, and welcome. Brenda Joy, hello, sweetie, and welcome. Brenda Foley's in the house. Sorry about all that with everyone. We'll probably have a new one. I thought we would too, but Joe was able to click us back in this one. Debt Free Quilter, hey, Heather, thanks for hanging out, and you and Day monitoring and shooting messages. Hey, Janine, welcome. I haven't saw you in forever and a day. Anyone else have the spinny screen of death? Heather, you know it. Let me see. I'm just skimming. Lynn's Craft Room, hello, sweetie, and welcome. Mama J. Andrea's in the house. Bob H is in the house. If I missed anybody, I'm honestly sorry. Terry's in the house. And I think I caught everyone. If I missed you, drop a heart in the chat and I will say something. It's been one of those days, let me tell you. Let's shake it off. Anyway, look at how pretty Heather's quilt came out. Measures exactly what she said, 58 by 58. I love it. Let me know if you like it. You know, I can see all of the intricate quilting that is done with pantograph. I am not automated, and I'm telling you what, this quilt sings to my heart. I don't know if I would ever be able to let this one go, but you never know. Let me see. It's gorgeous. Don't forget, if you're interested in that pattern, hit Heather up, and it's debtfreequilter@gmail.com. And I tell you what, she's starting to get into the pattern writing, and I think we all need to try to support her if we're able. It's a great thing she's doing, and she's bringing some amazing stuff. So it's just fun is all I have. Teresa Louise, I saw her come in. Yes, there she is. Teresa Louise is in the house. Hello, sweethearts. Tammy's in the house. I'm just letting everybody come in and get caught up before I start tonight's project. Hello, everyone. Welcome, Teresa Louise. If you haven't checked her channel out, and I doubt there's many of us that haven't, but if it's been a hot minute, slip over. She's doing this horse. I'm trying to think of the word. Words are hard. Bear with me. It's just beautiful. It's like what Leo Ransom does. And she's building it out. What is it called, Teresa Louise? I can't think of the word tonight. I can't see the chat. Her horse is stunning. Absolutely. Collage, that's the word. It was right on the itty bitty tip of the tongue and it went out the ear. But that's okay. Thanks, Dave, for catching me on that one. So for those of you that don't know, we've got a few things going on within the quilting community. So I want to let you guys know this. Janine, she's one of my moderators. Please keep her and her family in your prayers over the next several weeks, possibly a few months. But her mom is taken very ill, and what we call hospice here in New York calls it something different. So please cover her in your prayers. Shoot her a little PM once in a while. If you're in the group chats, check on her. She's got a long road ahead of her, and as we all know, it's not easy by any means. Branca, hello, and welcome, welcome. The next thing is Andrea, Mama J Enterprise, lost her daughter yesterday morning, very, very unexpectedly. So please keep that family in your prayers as well. It means a lot to everybody. I can't imagine. Joe and I have been down that road, and it's not easy. So just keep her in your thoughts and prayers in the days ahead as they travel this journey. So I believe, if I saw Facebook correctly, and I normally do not do this, but I believe that someone within the family set up a GoFundMe, so you'll have to contact Andrea directly, and she can tell you all the details if you're not on her Facebook page. I would honestly say write a check straight to the funeral home, but that's just me. GoFundMe takes so much. So with that being said, let's get this party started tonight. So let me show you what it's all about. 13 colonies, the American Independence Quilt. This is going to be a blast. I'm telling you. I have been playing with it on the back end, trying to get things set up and ready. That way I would be able to show you guys progress. You have seen me bring it to you, but now I'm going to build out the blocks. The goal was I would be able to finish building the blocks out tonight, but that's honestly, I don't know if I'll get it done. And then next week, I would show you how to start building out the setting of it, and then the following week, wrap it up. But we'll see how it goes. So let me show you a few of the blocks that I do have completed in their entirety, and I hope that you like them too. This block here, it was a fun one to do. This is called the New Hampshire block. Now, is that not cute? I think it's just darling. It was really easy to do. The cutting on this boxed quilt, I guess is what I would call it, because I didn't get it as the box of the month. I just got the whole thing. So be careful when you're cutting. I would tell you that. I'm going to drop these down here so I don't have them in my way. The next one is my Virginia block. Hey, Lori, how you doing, girl? It's good to see you, sweetheart. This is the Virginia block. Now, these will be pressed again, and I will square them. I'm not sure if you can see on the camera. They have not been squared down, but relatively easy on this one as well. The main thing is making sure you don't lose your points, because this one, it's when I get ready to do the setting part, I do want to write somewhere on there, and I'll have Day help me right under the bus with that one. And I want to put 250 anniversary. I'll get with her and Heather and see what we can come up with as far as something that I can put on the quilt. I want to do it in the setting before I do it. That way it'll be dead center. This is the New Jersey block. I like it because it has like Virginia. It has the map of the Atlantic area. So it's really cool. These blocks were honestly fun to do. They look hard, but they're really not. Nice to be here, Donna. It's good to to have you, sweetheart. I hope all is well on your end. Hey, Tammy, welcome, welcome. It's good to see you as well. And let's see, the next one is my Maryland block. It was a blast to do as well. Go figure, Maryland girl, right? And as you can see, this one was a lot of fun. This is just your basic 9-patch. These made it simple. It's our flying geese and then your 4 corners. But it does look complicated, but it really wasn't. A lot of these blocks look like they're complicated, but once you do the breakdown, they're not. The quilting compound, Jamie, hello, sweetheart. Welcome, welcome. So you can see I have been working on some of these. This one is the Pennsylvania. And I think it looks cool. And here you can really tell. Let me lay it there. These have not been squared down yet. And that's okay. We're going to get to it. I'll have those done before we start the setting portion. And the final one is the New York block. This one, every time I see it, I need to put Mikey's name on it, the New York Beauty. And it just wraps. And I think that's really cute as well. Hello again. Thanks, guys, for all your prayers. It's been a rough couple of weeks, and we had no idea about this stuff. Absolutely. Oh, I need to lurk while cooking dinner. I hope you're making us something good. Welcome in, and hello, everyone. Thank you, Tracy Louise. So, right now, I'm getting ready to start the block called the Massachusetts block. And it's not a hard block either, but some people do have issues on a couple areas that I've gotten some feedback on with the Quilting 101 Back to the Basics. So I want to talk to you while we're doing this block tonight. And I hope that you can see what I'm pointing out here. On the center block is what I'm working on right here. I've already taken the liberty to draw my lines. Normally I don't. But for this project, since I'm doing it on the live, I wanted to make sure that I was able to show you. You're lining up here, but when you sew, people are having issues getting this to line up and not have it all wonky. There's 2 ways that you can choose to do this. Normally, I would just fold this square like this and hit it with the iron before I ever get it on my fabric. That way, I'm sure. The next thing I always do is, just because the line's there, whether it's drawn on or invisible, I make sure I come like 1 needle over on the side over here. Not on this side, but on this side where I'm going to be folding it towards. That's going to ensure that you cover the block in its entirety and it lines up very nice. So if that tip helped you, let me know. So we're going to get this started. And what I like to do, honestly, is to take the left side. You know how we have our foot? I make sure that that left foot, mine lines up exactly where I need it to be that 1 needle's width over. And I've challenged myself on a special project. So I'm going to be double sewing tonight. So bear with me on this because I'm making a secondary block along the way as we do. So I am going to be working on a postage stamp quilt. So as you can see, this is bigger than what we need. So in the end, anything that I have left over tonight, I will square these down to the 1.5 and get them added into the bin as well. So now we're ready to fold this over, and it's right. I'll give it a quick press, and you can do these in whatever order. You can come back and forth across. The pattern is saying it wants you to go clockwise. So that's what we're going to do. I don't like working with these edges that are, what are they called? Crazy edges. I don't like that scissored look. I don't like it at all. But, so I'm putting that at the top to where it's going to be cut off. And then we're going to come over here and just make the extra block. You changed your name, girl. Who? I don't know who she's talking about. Hi, Sassy. Oh, Sassy Quilts and Stitches. Hey, sweetheart. It's so good to see you. We all miss you. I just noticed that. Welcome, welcome. So you're just going to keep turning your block and lining it up corner to corner and make sure that you're covering over here. If your sides don't line up, you're not going to have a good looking block when you're done. So make sure that you are lining everything up nice and tidy. It does make a difference. Don't rush the process. It took me a little while to get to where, hey, slow down, slow down. It's all going to work out in the end. First time seeing it, but I love it. So let's fold this down. And these are going to be my extra little tidbits. And we're going to press that. And as you can see, this is making the full wrap around. I'm not sure if you can tell, but in person, it does make sense the way that they've asked us to do this one. So I'm going to bring it up here and slide it straight under, and the last one's going on. Remember, stay one little stitch length over, and you're going to have a good looking block every time. And we're going to trim right in between and put that aside. I'll just toss those up there for now because they're all going to be squared down. Now our directions is telling me this is going to be a 5-inch square, so let's square the puppy down and then we will move on to the next step. So I'm lined up. I'm dead center in my block right here where it needs to be. And we're just going to give it a little square. I don't care who sews, you always need to remember, square your blocks. Square, square, square. It means a big deal in the end. That side went down. So even as nice and tidy as I was trying to be, I still needed that wiggle room. So I've taken the liberty tonight to go ahead and preset a few of the blocks. That way they're ready to go. I snuck it in. It was when I had every intention of coming back. Hey, yes, I did at the end of the year. First time seeing it, but love it. I am impatient quilter, and it makes me learn patience with myself. Yes, Tammy, it does. We all have to take our time and figure out what works for us. So I'm going to lay these aside for just a minute, and I'm going to put the side ones in first. And the pattern wants you to have this centered, and I have, and this fabric is very much directional. So you're going to want to pay attention to that. The next thing I want to show you, a lot of people lose their points. Susan, the quirky hand quilter. Hello, my name is Susan. You're out. Hello, Susan. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm trying to get things that you will be able to see. So when you're working with flying geese, you're going to do your 1/4 inch all the way down, but so many people lose their points. See, think of an imaginary line, or take your time and put a little line here. Just as a little reminder, you don't have to do it all the way. Just here on the little tibbet. That way, when we fold this back, you're not going to lose your points. So there's multiple ways to ensure you don't, but that's the way I choose to do mine, because I will pick it out and redo it if I lose my points. So it's just what I choose to do. Hi Mona, welcome, welcome. So I'm going to finger press this, and I'm pushing my seams in as the pattern is directing me. And I'm just going to push this one in as well. Now, as you can see, I did not lose my points. They come in nice and tidy, and they're very, very clean points. Let me set this aside. The next step I need to do, and I wanted to put these in correctly, is make sure that you have your steps lined up. That way you don't have to have a date with Jack. No one likes that. So this one is going to be facing down. This one is going to be facing this way. I want to make sure, because I do not, and I will repeat it a million times in my head, do not want to have that infamous date that we all love with Jack. So you can choose to start here and chain piece it, or however you wish. I'm just going to start here and work my way across. Things do get twisted along the way sometimes, so you need to make sure that don't break your stitches if you're doing it this way. And since my middle ones came in, the top one and the bottom one, they're going to go out. That's going to give me a nice look there in the end, and my block will lay nice and flat. This is one of those times where the way you press really does matter. This is one I honestly could have done with pressing all the seams open, and if that's your gig, go ahead. A lot of my blocks I do press open. I can't say I don't. So let me see. I want to make sure I have these going the right way. And then we'll move this one down. So that's the top one. The bottom one we're going to do. And we want to make sure that it's lined up. This is going to get turned around. And we'll get this puppy sewed in as well. So let me slip. Donna, what is that wooden thing sitting on the mat? This wooden thing, I don't know what its technical name is. Someone in the chat might know. I use it when I'm making pillows, and it's a little poker that is thick enough. It does not poke through like other ones do when you're getting your corners in, and it doesn't break the thread. That's just what I use. Can someone tell me the technical name of that? It was gifted to me, and I can't tell you the name of it. It was handed to me in a class where I took pillow making. So I don't know the technical name of it. Donna, check that before you sew it. Hold on. Okay, this is the bottom. Thanks, Dave. I saw what I did. I turned the block when I was talking. What, Joe? I'd rather it happen now than when I get the whole block together. I picked it up and looked at the picture, and this aphasia makes it look right in my head. But it doesn't always work when I'm working it. Okay. The top is there. Make sure I have these lined up right again. This is the top one. I want to make sure. The bottom is there. All right. That is why I love my mods. They're my extra set of eyes. Good catch, Day. I would not have caught it until I was sitting it down to put it together, and I'd have been like, okay, you guys, nobody helped me on that one. The other night I had to sit and pick and pick and pick, and it wasn't fun. So now we have just like that, nice and tidy. Now that was no time at all, to be honest with you, but I did have a lot of it set up and ready to go. So I know over the next several days this week, because I have all of my blocks ready to go, the goal would be to be ready for next Monday, that we be working on the setting of everything. That's goals, right? And as you can tell, I had the flying geese right here, and I want to make sure that I'm sewing just a wee little bit away from it. And pop these out. Push it up. That looks good to me. So now we'll get this one in here, just like that. Bamboo point turner. Thank you, Brenda. I couldn't remember the name to save my soul. I need to write that on it. That the block is so pretty. I bet it would be pretty in Christmas colors. This would be a fun one to do, just like Christmas, building the blocks and tweaking it just a little bit. As you say, just a little bit. So press it out and give you a look-see. Now, finger pressing it, and I always starch before I trim. So I'm not doing that right now. That's just something I do. Put these like nice and flat. Just seen something that had a real little. Let me correct that right now, or I might forget to come back to it. Yeah, I had one little tiny seam that wasn't quite where I wanted it. So I figure I would fix it now. So this is the block. Let me see which way. This way you can see it nice and clear. All these blocks in this pattern does get squared up to 9.5, and it will be pretty. And I'll press the seams nice and flat and things like that. This is just a quick get it put together. I like that fabric line. It's really pretty. When I was cutting it out, the last pieces of the settings, I ended up being about a little over 1/8 of a yard short. I didn't miscut it all. It was just a issue with the pattern itself. So I contacted Heather. Heather showed me how to order from Paducah to pick the line up because I didn't know how long it would take. And lo and behold, I reached out to the company today, and they're going to overnight it. So I should have it tomorrow. So I'll just have a little extra. This girl's not extra nothing, right? So anyway, let's see. The next block we're doing is the Connecticut. The Connecticut has the little drums in the center. See if I have to build the blocks here, if I've already got it ready to go. Let me see where I left off, because I was trying to preset stuff so you would be able to see the blocks coming together. Okay. This is where you have to make sure that you're lining up. It's when you have two HSTs, different ones, and you want to get this side here to show the way that it's blended right here. That's the goal. If when in doubt, let me pull this back. When in doubt, you're going to want to finger press it back just like this, and you're going to be able to see you have your primary color, you have your secondary, and then you have your light, just like that, before you ever sew that first stitch. So make sure that you do, by all means, check that, because you don't want to mess it up. After you run, you're going to go down both sides, because you must have 4 of these. I came unthreaded. This machine, does anybody else have this Juki? Every once in a while, it just comes unthreaded for no reason, and it's not operator error. I don't know why it's doing it. It's been cleaned, it's been babied, it's had a spa day, but it just chooses to, with the thread cut sometimes, it just pops right around there and the thread pops out. These are fun blocks to make as well. And it gives a little extra work and it gives you a big bang. And I think that's cute on these as well. So let me see. Very pretty. Let me see. I want to like the fabric line. Extra is a good thing. Yes. Mine does that sometimes as well. Absolutely. So you're just going to cut on the line because you've already pre-marked it. I'll lay these over here, and that's where I will give them a quick press, and then we'll start to build this block out, because everything's been pre-done with the exception of this, and I wanted to make sure I was able to show you this. Mine does that as well, yeah. And we'll square these, of course, and I'll have to check. These are going 3.5 when they're done. And I don't mind saying the trim size at all. My brother does the same thing. I blame the thread because it's not all the threads that do it. I only use the Oriflame. Maybe I need to change it up a bit. I don't know. It's never done this, but now like the last 6 months, every once in a while it gets a hair and it's like, ooh, I'm not going to do what you want. So I'm like, we'll show you. So let me get my 3.5 ruler. I really like I call these the Fallon rulers, because it lines everything up nice and tidy. And all my blocks, since I've been using her rulers, all my blocks seem to have greatly improved. So that's not an upsell, that's just fact. And let me see. I use them so much, sometimes the sticky knot work the way it should. The grip. So I'll just keep pushing down, reline, and do it again. And then do this side as well. And I have a trash bucket right here. So trust me, I'm not throwing these scraps on the floor. I can't do that. If I push it down just a little. Is anyone else in the chat doing this particular quilt? I'm curious. Or are you doing anything to commemorate the centennial? Okay, so let me get all of this off the table and into my bag. Drop that away. And let's have a look-see at the picture. What colorways can you all see this block in? I'm curious as well. It would all depend on what the center would be. Ooh, honestly, could you see this in Christmas? Heather would be saying in Valentine's, not Valentine's, Halloween. And it comes unthreaded when I remove the fabric from the side and not pull it straight back. Maybe that's my habit. Tonight I'm picking away at my Sophia project that keeps getting sidelined. Ooh, I can't wait. Which color are you doing? Are you doing it in a certain color, Janine? Just asking. We're back. She's back. Something, we must have clicked again. Oh no, what happened? Janine, everybody, if we bounce out, we'll bounce back. It's this stupid wind. They said we left and come back. So now it's going to lay in just like this. And you'll take the right over top of the left. For me, that makes sense. Hey, Martha. Hey, sweetheart. How you doing, kid? It's good to see you. And Lord forbid if we leave. I'm still going to be stitching and Joe can figure out how to get me back. But that time it left and come back. I don't know. It's the gremlins, babe. The gremlins. Heather, did you send the little ones my way? Yes, Jenny, my thoughts are with you. Yes. No day. I don't know. I didn't see it, but on my end, I don't. But thanks, honey, for letting me know. And I'm pressing out again on this one because the inside is where we're going to be stitching. You don't have to have your iron hot enough that it's going to, like, I don't know. Distort would be the word. Your fabric. I was watching Rob LePere the other day, and he said same thing. The hotter the iron, if you leave it there, if you're going like this, you're pressing. If you're going like this, you're ironing. If you're going like this, you're distorting it. Don't do that, he said. So, Joe said our internet is going up and down, whatever that means. So I'm making sure that these are on the outside, just like the picture. Who doesn't like to quilt by the pictures? I do. I did it again. The machine, I might have to change the spools of thread. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's operator. I forgot to pull straight the back. Maybe it's that. We'll have to see. Make sure I'm going the right way. Something is not right here. Nope. It worked that time. Don't have a clue. So we're going to lay this over. This one's here. This one's up in the top. And like I said, don't mind them not being squared tonight. I'm not worried about that tonight. So I am using an iron that's not like burning hot. So this will be the bottom one. This has to go there. And this one is going to go there. And we'll get these in. So do you guys like us going live at 6 o'clock now on Friday nights? Does that make it easier for everybody? Trying something a little bit different. With it being summertime. Well, it's still spring, but for the summertime. Okay, then now we're going to make sure that the whites are right here. And my fabric is directional. So when you see me laying it down, pinked edges is the word I was looking for earlier. The pinked edges. Do you guys like working with them? I try my best to trim them off as good as I can. I don't like them. Six is great for me. Okay, that's what I hear a lot that 6 is working better for so many. They like that because they work early and have to get up early and get a moving. So let's see. This is the top one. Want to make sure before I stitch it in. And the bottom. So I will definitely pin because I like things to line up. Does for me 6. Yay, Friday at 6. Yes, I'm doing Fridays at 6 now. It just seems to work better for us. Okay, I just wanted to make sure the majority, you know, it definitely works for me. I get all sidetracked and ready for the weekend, and I'm like, ooh. So puppies, give it a quick press away from us. Like I said, if my seam doesn't lay the way I want, I always do turn it over and make sure my seams are going the way they need to, because when I'm long arming, I can tell the difference. But I'll do that after the live and before I call it a night. Because I just like them flat. Taking a break from sewing on my Pacific Northwest Shop Hop blogs. Ooh, I bet they're so pretty. Bet they are gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Turn on the CC so I can read what is being said. It's on, Joe said. He's double checking since we bounced out. Yeah, it's on over here. Yeah, it's on now. We lost sound now. They lost the sound. Whatever you did, we lost sound.
Oh, I turned it down.
I don't know. I can hear with no issues on my end on our side. I did, Janine. I don't know about anyone else. Okay, I should have learned to read lips. Day, if you could read lips. I did, Janine. Don't know about anybody else. Martha, I love turning on the closed captions and reading here. I can hear, everybody else can hear Day. So just use the closed caption. It might be in your travel trailer, in the rig. All right. How's that look, everyone? Is that not a cute one? And these little bright spots you're seeing, that's the drums. And I just think it looks so cute. Can you hear Donna? Where did you get the cross sticker on your sewing machine, Tammy? At one time, one of my friends had made this for me, and then the front of my machine has heartbeat and a heart and the heart beating line on it as well. And that's for my granddaughter Harper. So when I'm sewing, I never forget all she's going through. She's one tough cookie. But this is for her. So I honestly can't even remember who did that. It could have been Day, it could have been, I just know one of my friends did and sent it to me. So I love this. Let me see. I have a few more minutes and I can do another block. Tammy, I saw that too. I love it. Yeah. It means the world to me to have. I can hear, as long as you guys can hear, I am thrilled to death. Okay, let me see. Let's do South Carolina. Days down in Charleston, so I'll do South Carolina. See if I can find that page. This one looks fun. Nice block. Thank you. And like I said, I have a lot of this pre-set up. So it's just a matter of doing the layouts and figuring out, okay, what are we doing here? Okay, those are made. I've got 2 of those and 2 of those. Give me a second to think. I need to make this block. So I'm doing this little section here first. And we'll get a Charleston block in a jiffy. Now press that out. And then making sure that the blue is on the bottom left side, I'll just flop it down over. Are you enjoying these blocks tonight? It's just giving you another idea of something different. I saw this quilt on the Facebook, and Joe and I are very patriotic. That's just who we are. So I'm going to do this one here, and let me see. I want to make sure I'm doing the layouts right. So going to do the same thing. That one. This one's going to go like that. Like that. And then we'll flop this down. I have trouble seeing that corner right there with the flowers. And now take this too, just like this. I have the top there and the bottom here. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. To make sure I'm doing this correctly. In the top there. I almost sewed that poppy in wrong. Remember to hit the thumbs up. Yes, please do. It means the world to Joe and I. How will you quilt it? I really, I have a few little star patterns I'm thinking about doing, but I'm just, you know how you're just not sure how you want to do it yet. And that's one I'm jonesing to do. I really think it's going to be very, very pretty. And part of me says just go ahead and bite the bullet and do it all in the ruler work, which is a possibility. I very well could do that. But right now, it's coming on a time where I'm getting busy with the long arm, with customer stuff. So I don't want to get something on there that I have to take on and off and reline. I did. Thank you, Martha. Thank you for the reminder day. I need to email Heather. I tell you what, that quilt, it's $5 download. Email Heather. It's debtfreequilter@gmail.com. She'll tell you how to PayPal her. And walla bing, walla bang, you get the pattern and you pick your colors. And I just sat with the girls, to be honest, one day and cut everything out. And then it was like, I couldn't believe how quick it go. You know? So this will go up here, making sure that I have everything lined up in the correct order. Very proud of that. I am too. I tell you what, she blew me away with that. Not that I didn't believe in her, because she's helped with other patterning. She did the spectacle of scraps and challenged us all to utilize our scraps. And I'm telling you what, I'm not a scrappy person, but I'm so glad I jumped in on that one, because I was able to use up a lot of them and have a beautiful quilt out of it. And it's enticed me now to go down just a little bit more and use up what I would normally throw away. So I kind of think that'll be cool, just to see. Make sure you're feeling your seams. This one's there, this one's here, and we're going to fold it over. Heather's Spectacle of Scraps is also available for purchase at That Free Quilter. Yes, I believe that is also a $5 download. And instead of pinning, I'm just trusting my judgment here and lining them up. So take my fingers and press this the way that I need it to be. This looks so stinking pretty. Just remember, it needs starched. But is that not cute? The way it all wraps around? I really like it. So we've got South Carolina done. I have 4 more to go, and I'm not going to keep you all for that. So did you have fun learning what I'm doing on the back end just a little bit? It's been fun. I hope that some of these blocks brought you a little bit of joy and happiness along the way. Next week, we'll be learning how to do the setting of these. I'll have the design wall clear behind me. So as I work these blocks, I'll just turn around and poke it on. And the following week, I should have it all built out. So I want you to have a fabulous week. Who knows? I might pop on this week with a special project midday. I got something for Mother's Day. It could be for traveling. You never know. But yeah, that one's going to be live, and I'll come to the table with all of my stuff ready. So hang tight. You're going to love it. So you guys have a fabulous night. God bless you and keep you. And Joe and I'll see you again one day this week. Bye-bye, guys.